For all of you, just know that I will be simulcasting the conference lectures onto YouTube. So if for some reason you cannot get into the conferences through Canvas, hopefully you can get to YouTube and you'll be able to see it. You won't be able to interact with the polls or the the public chat, but it'll at least give you access to the lecture kind of in real time. All right. And then you can always text me if you have questions during the live stream. Know that the YouTube video is about a 30-second delay. I'm not sure why that is, but I was kind of experimenting with it last hour, and that's what I figured it out, was that it was about a 30-second delay. All right. So, you three, Maria, have we done the verbal assessment with you? I know I've done it with Cayenne and Eric. Okay, did you give me a phone number? You don't need to do it in the public chat, but did you give me a phone number or no? I know I saw your notes. Maria, let me see. It was on the last page. Okay. All right, I got you. All right, we'll do it later on, Maria. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's bring up PowerPoint, and we'll get on it. Here we go. All right. Might help if I share the screen, eh? Morning, Noelia. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we start with radicals, and certainly I don't think that me writing down this is necessarily new to anybody. I feel like everybody, I mean, I don't care what school you went to. Hell, you could be from Haines City and you saw this. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I mean, you could be from Haines City and you would have still seen this part. as I monitor the live feed, as I try to monitor the live feed, can somebody give me the answer? Yeah, it's 6, right? I think everybody's got a good handle on this. All right. Let's just do some real quick examples, okay? Let's just do some quick examples. We're going to go example number 1, square root of 49. Example number 2, negative square root 25. Example number 3, square root 4/9. And number 4, square root of negative 100. Let's try those 4, just real quick. When you're done, just go ahead in the comment section and type done, so you're either finished with all 4, or you'll have done as many as you can do. Noelia, you good, baby? All right, good shot. Good shot. All right, so what we're gonna do right now is um, we're gonna bet $1,000. Uh, if you think you have at least, no, let me say it this way: if you think you got at least 1 out of 4, type in me. If you think you got at least 1 out of 4, type in me. So Eric thinks he's got 1 and 4. Cayenne thinks she's got 1 and 4. Maria, you think you got 1 and 4? Noelia, do you feel like you got at least 1? All right. If you think you got at least 2, type in me. All right. All right. Um, if you think you got at least 3, type in me. And if you don't think you got 3, just put not me. Noelia? All right. If you think you got all 4, type in me. Eric, which one? I mean, you were so confident that you had 3. Which one of those 4 do you think, you know what? If I miss it, it's probably going to be this one. Which one you worried about, Eric? Maria, which one you worried about? Cayenne, which one you worried about? So none of y'all worried about 3, huh? All right, well, let's just quickly go through them. Cayenne, what'd you get for number 1?
7.
It is 7. Eric, what'd you get for number 2? -5. Very good. Maria, what'd you get for number 3? Yes, it is 2/3. Now, this one's actually quite interesting because you got to do the square root of 4 over the square root of 9. You actually separate those two out. You actually separate those two out. So square root of 4 is 2, square root of 9 is 3, and we get 2/3. All right. Number 4. This is the $1,000 question. Eric, this is the $1,000 question. What did you put? Whoa, where did that come from, Eric? Cayenne, what did you put? Wow. So 10i is technically the correct answer, although we're not dealing with the 10i for a while. And for right now, we're just going to say undefined. Okay. We'll deal with imaginary numbers later on. That's another whole discussion. All right. So, dealing with imaginary numbers, this is at a later time. Okay. We good? So far, so good? So far, so good? Now, I thought I saw Natalia, but I don't know. All right. Let's go here. Let's go cube root 27. Negative square root -64. Fifth root -32. And then let's go square root 18 squared. Let's try those 4. Let's try those 4. When you're done, hit done, please. Yeah, I know she was. I don't know. Maybe she was having tech issues. All right. All right. Everybody's done. All right. Same question. We'll just start with this. Who thinks they got all four? Maria? All four? Noelia? Eric? Okay. Fair enough. Um, Maria. Let's go top left. Cube root 27. What'd you get? Good. Cube root 27 is 3. No, the second one, what'd you get? Square root negative 64. It's still undefined. Good job. The third one, this one, fifth root of negative 32. Not quite. This one is actually negative 2. Why? Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. This is 4. This is 4. This is 16 times negative 2 is negative 32. Okay. So if it's a negative number on the radical, it's fine as long as this is an odd number. It's fine as long as this is a odd number. It's not fine if this is an even number. You're right, Maria. It was kind of a trick question. All right. Last one. What'd you get? It is 18. Very good. 18. Very good. All right. Questions on that? Questions going once? Okay. Questions going twice? Eric, you're good? Cayenne, you're good? All right. Maria, do you have an iPhone? Okay. We'll FaceTime later on. Can you do it right after class? Between this class and the next one? Okay, we'll do it right after this class is over. All right. Now, here's the question. Do these just cancel each other out? And the answer is functionally, yes, they just cancel each other out. So let's take a look. Let's go square root 28 squared. Let's go cube root 34 cubed. Let's go square root negative 19 squared. And let's go cube root negative 47 cubed. Do these 4. Do those 4. All right, who's done? All right. Let's go, Noelia. Oh shoot, Noelia. Let's answer as many as you can. You can say skip when you want to skip one. Okay. Number one, what'd you get? Excellent. Number two, what'd you get? Excellent. Notice that the square root and the square will cancel. The cube root and the cube will generally cancel. This is when the crap hits the fan right here. All right. Number three, what'd you get? Question: why is it 19 and not negative 19? Yes, because you square it, the negative goes away. All right. Number four, what do you get? For number four, what do you get? It is negative 47. Now, why doesn't the negative go away here? See, the negative went away here, but it doesn't go away here. Why? So, what does that have to do with anything? That's right, Cayenne. Because the negative times the negative times the negative, if you do negative times negative times negative, if this is an odd number of times, that answer will still end up being a negative number. If you do negative times negative times negative times negative an even number of times, then that becomes a positive number. So if it's an even number, it becomes positive. If it's an odd number, it'll stay negative. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Eric, we good, baby? All right. Let's suppose I say to you f of x equals square root of x, and I want to know what the domain is. What's the domain? What numbers can we use for x? You'll notice that these pesky domain questions still keep showing up. Cayenne, you are correct. It's all real positive numbers. And zero, by the way. How do I write that? How do I write all positive numbers in zero? In interval notation.
Excuse me. I think it'd be the bracket in negative infinite or 0 to infinity closed bracket with a square bracket with the 0.
It would be a bracket on the 0, and it would be a positive infinity. So the domain would look like that. Okay. Now, how do you find it? You take the inside part and you set it greater than or equal to 0. So it is 0 to infinity. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Eric, okay. All right, so let's try this. Let's say f of x equals square root of x minus 4. Let's say f of x equals square root of 3x plus 12. And let's say f of x equals 2 square root of 2x minus 7. Let's try those three. Go ahead and type done when you're finished. Morning, Shaylin. Shaylin, I don't remember getting an email from you that has your scratch paper on it from the test. Make sure you send that in as quickly as possible, okay? All right. Maria says she's done, I think. Cayenne says she's done, I think. Eric, Noelia, are y'all still working? All right, that's cool. I take it done with a question mark, Noelia means done, I think, just like everybody else. All right. I'm taking that to mean Maria's not confident she has all three. Cayenne's not confident she has all three. Noelia's not confident that she has all three. And Eric and Shaylin, and I don't think I'm gonna leave you out, but I just know you had enough time to get in here and work it. So Eric, I think that comes down to you. Eric, what say you? Give me the first one. It is bracket 4 to infinity. You set x minus 4 greater or equal to 0. You add 4, you add 4. X is greater than or equal to 4. And that is 4 to infinity. All right. My bad. Go ahead and give me the next one, Eric. What were you thinking? You set 3x plus 12 greater than or equal to 0. Subtract 12, subtract 12. 3x is greater than or equal to negative 12. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X is greater than or equal to negative 4. So we say negative 4 to infinity. Now, what I'd like for you to notice is that I'm setting it greater than or equal to 0. Okay, I'm setting it greater than or equal to 0. All right. I am not setting it equal to 0. And this is a mistake that a lot of people make. Okay. A lot of people make this mistake. When they solve the problem, they do 3x plus 12 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to negative 12. X is equal to negative 4. And then from here, they just throw this answer down. That is a terribly bad idea. Okay. That is a terribly bad idea. All right. That's using your debit card all the time and never checking how much money you got. It's a very bad idea. All right. Unless your parents are putting money on your card, then you ain't got to worry about it, I guess. All right. But for the rest of us, we need to check it once in a while. All right. You need to be setting it greater than or equal to 0. Don't set it equal to 0. Don't set it equal to 0. Okay. Last one, Eric. What'd you get? It is bracket 7 halves to infinity. So 2x minus 7 is greater or equal to 0. 2x is greater or equal to 7. X is greater than or equal to 7 halves. So that would be 7 halves to infinity. All right. Any questions on those three? Any questions on those three? Questions, comments, concerns? We're good? All right. Let's step up the degree of difficulty. Let's go f of x equals, let's go f of x equals square root of 3 minus x. And let's go f of x equals cube root of x plus 4. Go ahead and say done when you're finished. Eric, which one do you think you got, top or bottom? Ah, that's interesting. Although I guess they're still kind of hard. All right. Noelia, do you feel super confident? Not really. Shaylin, yeah, I know you just got here, but you've seen a little bit of it. You feel pretty good? Not really. All right. Eric, go ahead and give me the top. All right. Why is it negative infinity to I think it's negative infinity to 3. It should be negative infinity to 3. Check your arithmetic on that. Why does it go to negative infinity? What happens? You got to flip the sign because you divide by a negative. You got 3 minus x is greater or equal to 0. Negative x is greater than or equal to negative 3. When you divide by a negative, you got to rotate that inequality. All right, you got to rotate that inequality. And that gets us to here. That gets us to here. Okay. All right. For this one, for number 2, the answer is negative infinity to infinity. All right. The answer is Jesus for this. Right? Why is that? Because we've already seen that cube roots don't have the same problem that square roots do. Cube roots can be negative numbers. Square roots cannot be negative numbers. So for a problem like this, the cube root doesn't have any restrictions on it. So that's just negative infinity to infinity. All right. Any questions? Questions, comments, concerns? All right. All right. So that, I believe, is section, in your book, it's section 7.1. On the YouTube videos, if you wanted to watch it, it's section 8.1. But that's in your book, I believe it's 7.1. All right. Let's move it ahead. We'll look at 7.2. Looking at 7.2. All right. And we start with this discussion about what is 25 to the 1/2 power. Okay. My guess is probably most of you have never seen something like 25 to the 1/2 power. You've probably never seen what that means, If you know, depending on what high school you went to, you may have discussed it a little bit. But all this simply means is this is the square root, right? This is the square root of 25 raised to the first power. Raised to the first power. All right. That's what that means. That's what this whole thing tells us. Okay. So this is 5. Okay. This is one of those deals where you don't really know why that. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, you just got to know that the 25 to the 1/2 is the square root of 25. Okay. We good?
If it were 25 to the 2/3, it would work the same way. Like it would just be the cubed root of 25 squared.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so let's go here. Let's go 36 to the 1/2. Let's go 16 to the 1/4. And let's go here. Let's go these 3. We'll call them A, B, C. All right, when you got them, let me know. Erica's done and Maria's done. Cayenne's done. Shaylin, Noelia, we good? All right. Cayenne, let's go. A, what did you get?
Oh, 6. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, it's 6. Good job. B, what did you get?
2.
Great. C, what did you get?
Undefined.
Not so much. A is the square root of 36 raised to the first. That is 6. B, fourth root of 16 raised to the first. That is 2. Good job. C. C is minus the square root of 144. Notice, Cayenne, that in order for this to be undefined, it would need to be written this way. It would need to be written this way. And the negative would have to be in parentheses. This is negative 12. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns? All right. Let's go D, 8 to the 2/3. E, negative 27 to the 4/3. And let's go F, wait for it, wait for it. Bam. I went there. Go. Let me hear you when you're done. And I think that's what you need to say. Not, I don't want to do it. I'm not licensed to do it. Then we might be able to help. But yeah, I don't have the staff nor my license to do it. I mean, I guess what I really want to know is how many people you think is going to come. Let me get back in there. I'll come out and see you after the Zoom. 15 minutes. All right, what we got? Noelia, what we got? Noelia, what we got? Shaylin, what we got? All right. D is 4. Very good. So it's the cube root of 8. Cube root of 8 is 2. And then you're going to square that. You get 4. Do you want to keep it going or do you want to pass it on to somebody else? Nice. E is 81. This is the cube root of negative 27 to the 4th, which is negative 3 raised to the 4th. Negative 3 to the 4th is 81. F, she's ready to pass on to somebody else. Hit me up, Cayenne. What you got? It is 1/7. Very nice. This is the square root of 49. We're going to raise that to the negative 1 power. Square root of 49 is 7. And 7 to the negative 1 is 1/7. Okay. Shaylin, are you still with us? Shaylin, you still with us? I think she might have stepped away. All right. Let's finish off today with this. Let's go x. What is x to the 5th times x to the 7th? What would that be equal to? Okay, good, Shaylin. What would that be equal to? X to the 12th. Very good. So now the question we ask is, what will this be equal to? Okay. Shaylin, I sent you a private message. Check your messages, baby. It is not 1/12. It is not 1/12. You're on the right track, but it's not 1/12. You're getting closer on the track, but you're still not quite there. If you can quasi merge those two answers, you'll be right on it. All right, what do I do here? It's x to the 1/5 plus 1/7. Well, how do you add fractions? 1/5 plus 1/7. Multiply up, multiply up, multiply over, yeah? 7 plus 5 over 35. And you end up getting x to the 12 over 35. Okay. Any questions on that? Questions on that? All right. Uh-oh. Ran out of slides. Give me a second. All right. Let's go here. All right. Let's try these. We'll try these 3 to send us off today. Let's go x to the 4/9 times x to the 1/4. Let's go x to the 3/5 to the 4th. And let's go x to the 1/7 over x to the 2/3. Go. These will be our last 3. A, B, C. All right. Maria's done. How about everybody else? Hey, Ginger. Hey. All right. Go ahead. All right. Here we go. All right. So for the first one, all we need to do is add the fractions. So we have bases are the same, we add the exponents. 4/9 plus 1/4, multiply up, over. 16 plus 9 over 36. So this is x to the 25 over 36. Okay. Here, we're going to multiply the exponents. So it's x to the, you got to multiply 3/5 times 4 over 1. When you multiply, you just go straight across. 3 times 4 is 12. 5 times 1 is 5. This is x to the 12/5. Okay. And then you have, for this one, you got to do the smaller one, the big one minus the small one. So it's going to be 2/3 minus 1/7. Up, over. It's 14 minus 3 over 21. So it's 11 over 21. So this is 1 over x to the 11 over 21. All right. Let me pause here. All right. Questions, comments, concerns?
If it had been x to the 2/3 divided by x to the 1/7, you'd still do the bigger one minus the smaller one, but that would be on top.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay,
Yes,
cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So, all right. With that being said, we're going to stop here. Let me get back to this thing here. We're going to stop here. I will, please look at section 7.1 and 7.2. We'll do 7.3 and 7.4 next time. All right. So that'll be on Wednesday. We'll knock out 7.3 and 7.4. Again, if you'd like to watch the videos on YouTube, it is 8.1 and 8.2 on YouTube. Just a reminder that all classes are being live streamed simulcast onto YouTube with about a 30-second delay. So if you can't figure out how to watch the recordings on Canvas, they'll be available on YouTube as well. All right. Without any other questions, we'll stop here for today, and then we will pick back up on Wednesday. Questions? Questions? All right. With that being said, thank you guys for coming in, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.